Andrew S here, and today I'm back with my annual Devil's Night special. And today I'm not only talking about one of my favorite albums from Lizzy Borden, but one of my favorite albums out of the 80s, Visual Lies. This is an absolutely awesome album from Lizzy Borden. I really enjoy this, and it's going to open up immediately with a must listen called Me Against the World. This is immediately alluring with some seducing you with mighty power chords attached to these little technical nuances there. You got vibrant range from the vocalist Lizzy Borden himself, and very memorable lyrics and a very hooky chorus. All this combined make for some absolutely rock and metal anthem with great inspiring set of lyrics. Awesome track, great way to open this album, and I think Me Against the World is probably the song they're most recognized for as well. So it's got to be a must listen to. So that's going to be down there in the top of the description for you guys. Next, we're moving on to this track, Outcast. This is a fine balance of power and harmony with a verse containing tranquil melody and deep bass, whereas the chorus is full of power vocals, power chords, and this power snare strike that I absolutely love. All this stuff culminating together helps erupt the volume for the chorus, just bringing it to life even more, making it really memorable and really standing out, not only in this song helping it stand out, but it helps it stand out on the album. And that's what I really like about Outcast, is it has its signature moments that helps it stand out from everything else, especially since it's very sort of not devious but mysterious, little darker atmosphere, and there's other songs on this album that are like that. So Outcast has its moments that allows it to expand and do that. I really felt also the tempo climb added so much to that chorus. It helps sort of build and brood upwards towards the chorus, so you get this, again, like I said, this really memorable moment. And then we move on to a track like Den of Thieves. This is another one that has its own identity that stands out, because I feel like it's the hard-hitting track of the album. The speed picks up, you got the tremolo that starts rolling, the solo is wild. It's a bit more of a song than of Thieves, that it fits not appropriately, but it fits more on the first two albums. But here it fits as well, because it sort of breaks up the album and it still has that Lizzy Borden sound, especially with the vocals, of course. He's so recognizable. But I really felt like Den of Thieves adds some spice between the more melodic, atmospheric songs as I jump down to the title track, Visual Lies. This paints such a devious image. Dark, rainy alley sort of broods forth from the sneering lead, punctuated drum shots early on, and then you got the duplicated vocals from Lizzy Borden. You got two tracks going here. One's a little higher than the other, I felt, and this adds a little hint of psychotic effect to this track, like someone stalking you. I love the range from Lizzy Borden on the outro lines and how much it adds to the end of the track. There's just so much grandeur, and I felt it helps really give Visual Lies its own memorable moment, like I was talking about in Outcast. But that's what this really does. It adds its own memorable moment and makes you sort of want to go back and listen to the track. It really stays in your mind in Visual Lies. I really like what this song does, smack dab in the middle of the album. Really separates everything. I like the way the tracks are laid out. But like I said, Visual Lies is awesome song. Another mysterious atmosphere that broods on this album is in Eyes of a Stranger. I'm going to put this actually as my second must listen to, because I feel like it's so important to the album and it has such great hook. But Eyes of a Stranger's lyrics breathe mystery and coldness. The lead melodies sort of ring out like a stranger pleading for help, and then you got the vocals dancing on a high wire, tempting you into peril, and the drums and rhythms hit hard like some mean cruelty. There's a lot to Eyes of a Stranger, and I really enjoy the chorus. The way Lizzy Borden sings the chorus, there's so much lifeblood to that as well. Eyes of a Stranger is, has a lot of its own entity, a lot of its own mystery as well too, and I really enjoy it, and that's why I'm going to put this as my second must listen to, because that chorus is really addictive and it really stands out, not only on this album, but I think throughout the entire Lizzy Borden discography. This chorus has always stuck with me for decades now. Then this next track, the drums and bass truly dictate so much of the lifeblood behind the song. Visions. I love how they rumble and create an ascension, building up the verse more and more towards the chorus, sort of like how Outkast does. Really gives pulse pounding energy towards that, waiting to erupt, and really gives Lizzy Borden a plateau to become more vibrant as the song evolves as well. He evolves along with the song at the same time, which I really like. It really goes hand in hand, and they both culminate and elevate themselves all together at once, really making the chorus once again stand out. They really know how to write songs that way to make the choruses pop and build more towards it, and add that little hint of mystery throughout the tracks. And I felt like the most impactful drum work from Joey Scott, the drummer on this. He was actually a really big influence on me early on listening to drums. Just the little things that he does across the toms, and flowing back into timings and things. I always thought that that was really unique, and that actually helped build my work up across the drum kit, across toms and things like that, using them more and more. So I really felt like Joey Scott, his drum work on Visions really impacted and did a lot for Visions, and helped that build up, that gradual ascension towards the chorus. I thought, he's a fantastic drummer. I really enjoy what he does. He's really was unique for the drum work, especially at his time in the 80s. I really felt like that was a pretty unique what he did there. Anyways, hope you guys check out, Visualize and my must listens. I'm going to have all these tracks down below in the description below, but of course the must listens will be at the top, along with more links to everything that I do down in the bottom. I always forget to mention my other channels I have down there. But if you have any sort of creepy Devil's Night Halloween type albums you want me to check out and listen to, let me know down in the comments below, or hit me up on Facebook. Until next time, folks, how about some heavy Halloween?